Hi there, hello, and welcome to this day number 10 of the Advent videos. Today I wanted to talk about movies, Christmas movies to be exact. Do you have a favorite Christmas movie? I think there are a lot of really good ones, and it's hard to pick a favorite, but I thought I'd talk to you about 3 different ones today that I really like. The first one is called A Christmas Story. It's weird that I didn't know about this movie sooner. Like, I should have known about it when I was a kid because it's been around since the 80s. So it's not new, but I only found out about it a few years ago. I was at home just by myself and I needed some Christmas atmosphere, so I wanted something Christmassy in the background. I turned on the TV and that movie was on, and I thought, okay, this is a Christmassy thing. I'll have this on in the background while I wrap my family's Christmas presents. And I was sort of distracted just because I was focusing on what I was doing. I wasn't really paying attention to the movie. But I kept hearing the same phrase over and over again. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. And I was like, what is this? So at some point I sat down, just started watching the movie, and I found that I really liked it. It was really funny, like with this silly humor. I don't know, it seems that I like really silly humor, so if you like that kind of humor, you might like this movie. If that's not your kind of humor, maybe you won't like it too much. But turned out that phrase, they were always saying that in the movie because the kid wanted an air rifle, and every time he said that to somebody, they'd say to him, "You'll shoot your eye out." So, yeah, it's just silly. The next movie I want to tell you about is called, in English it's called An Unremarkable Christmas. In Spanish it's called Chichipatos, que chimba la Navidad. It's a Spanish language movie from Colombia, and I found that one too quite funny, but I didn't discover it until after I had watched a series called The Unremarkable Huanquini, and that one's just called Chichipatos in Spanish. I found it hard at first to get into it. Maybe I didn't understand it well enough because there's a lot of Colombian slang and words that probably even native speakers of Spanish from other countries might not understand. They even made a video about the different slang words and what they mean in standard Spanish. So I'll leave you the link there. If you speak Spanish, maybe you'll find that interesting. But anyway, yeah, it's just, I found it really funny. The series was really funny once I got into it. And I like watching movies in Spanish with subtitles in Spanish because I want to improve my Spanish. I don't want to focus on seeing English words. So yeah, mostly I watched it like that. But sometimes I had to stop it and look up words or Google them, or even sometimes I turned on the English subtitles just to see if I understood, just to check my comprehension. But yeah, I found it funny. I really was surprised how I ended up enjoying that series. I didn't expect to like it so much. And then when I finished the series, Netflix recommended me this movie, and I was like, that's the series I just watched. But apparently they made the movie first and then did the series based on the characters from the movie. So then I watched the movie and I liked it too. It was funny, and I got to learn some things about why things were the way they were in the series too, because, you know, of course, the movie sets up the whole thing. The third movie I want to tell you about is called 1,000 Miles from Christmas. That's a movie I discovered about a year ago, last Christmas, and I just remember really liking it. So I started watching it again this morning, and I just couldn't stop laughing. It was even funnier than I remembered, and so touching sometimes. It even, you know, sometimes I started to cry just because it's so touching. It's about a guy who hates Christmas. And at various points during the movie, they have flashbacks that show why he hates Christmas so much. That's why sometimes I found myself tearing up a little bit. But mostly it's funny, and he hates Christmas. So he wants to spend his Christmas holiday far away from anything that has to do with Christmas. Because of his job, he ends up in this place that must be absolutely the most Christmassy little town on earth. And so he's stuck there, and yeah, it's just really funny. I hope you have a chance to watch one of those. That was another Spanish one, just so you know. I make these videos with Spanish-speaking people in mind, so I might forget to mention that if you don't speak Spanish, you can watch it with subtitles in your language or in English, and yeah, I really recommend it. It's really good. Okay, let's open our advent calendars now. Have to be careful so that it doesn't fall in the garbage again, right? That was awful. So this is number 10, which is Santa's sleigh with presents. And now for the language of the day. The country of the day is Greece. It didn't fall in the garbage. Kales Cortes. I wish I could learn Greek. I don't have time. I'm too busy with Spanish. And the boring one. Seems like it's the same every day. Cheddar again. I think they're all cheddar, but they have different kinds of cheddar. My favorite was that Mexican one with the spices in it, but they only give you like one of them or something in 24 days, one or two. And I would like to buy it at the store, because there are other ones you can buy at the store by themselves, but I haven't seen that one. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weird Canadian that likes spicy cheese and most other people don't. Maybe that's why they don't have it. I don't know. Anyway, it was nice to do this with you again. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.